welcome back to the Football Chat Podcast. It's episode 36. We are closing in on number 50. And today we're going to be very buzzing because we're going to be talking about the world's best footballers. And more specifically, we're going to be constructing an alphabet out of them. This is part one of a 5-part series. We're going to do A, B, C, D and E today. That is how the alphabet works. We're going to run through them. Then we're just going to do some general chatter about like the Premier League and stuff and finish up on some FPL. Including a very interesting Golden Boot debate. Isn't that exciting? But yeah, this is a series where I want people to get involved. You know, we want you to stick the players you'd include in the comment section down below. This is something where everyone can get involved. Everyone knows a footballer with a surname that begins with A or B or C or D or E. So make sure to get involved. Put your footballers in the comment section down below, and we'll read out all of the comments on part one in the part two episode. So if you're on Spotify, head over to the YouTube, get involved in the comments. If you're listening, watching on YouTube,
any other platform,
yeah, you can do that as well. Tweet us hashtag A to Z of the world's best footballers.
TFC's A to Z.
Bit broad. We'll think of a catchier hashtag so we can go trending on Twitter.
Yes.
Next to cat videos and Monday motivation. Right.
That's a bit of me.
Should we start at A then?
Yes.
Most of our lists we usually don't really go into depth in things, but we will go into the player's actual career, why we've put them there, all that kind of stuff. Also, another rule: we're going to have one player from each team.
Yeah, it's a surname.
So nations, you can have more than one, but surnames, and you only have one from each team.
Yeah, just check. I've got one for each.
They're all from Lincoln.
Lincoln City.
Right, A.
A.
Who have you gone for?
The world's best player with the surname of A, and possibly the world's best player in general. The best left wing back I've ever seen step on a football pitch in a blue Chelsea shirt. It is, of course, the man, the myth, the legend. It's Marcus Alonso. What a baller.
To be fair, he's had a very good career. People aren't ready to have the conversation, but he is probably Chelsea's second best ever left back.
Yeah.
After Ashley Cole.
But I think he will get overtaken by Ben Chilwell in a few years.
I'd hope so. If not, Chilwell's career has gone to shit. If he's still worse than Alonso in like 5 years' time.
Yeah, he's been up and down. He's been, you think what, Madrid? He's been
starting the Real Madrid academy.
He's been to Madrid and obviously now Chelsea and Fiorentina in his time, but he's also been to Bolton and Sunderland
and then killed a girl in his car.
And then didn't play football for a little bit.
He's had a career. He has. He's done stuff. He's been about.
He's had such a Marcus Alonso career.
He is. Car crash by nature, I'd say.
Yeah,
his defending's often
off the pitch and on the pitch. He's been up. He's always up. On the pitch, he's always up and down. He usually does something really well, then does something terribly. Off the pitch, he's at Fiorentina and then at Sunderland.
I think he's the only player to play for both Real Madrid and Bolton. I can't think of any others.
His career went off a cliff, and then he managed to climb back up that cliff and keep going. He's an exceptional footballer going forward.
And now he's a champion of the world, a champion of Europe,
a champion of England,
2-time Premier League winner,
a champion of the FA Cup,
2-time FA Cup winner,
Carabao Cup.
Never won it. Lost the Carabao Cup final twice.
Everyone and Nan. Yeah. That's right.
Shame that. Because is that the only trophy Alonso's not won?
Has he won anything?
Europa League? No, but I mean, like, is it the only one he's not won at Chelsea?
I don't know.
Because I know Dave has now won all. Like, Aspilicueta's won all of them now.
Dave has won a lot of things.
What's Marcus got?
Nothing.
No, he's got no trophy. He was in the squad for all of them, but he's too humble. My guy.
Yeah. What a nice guy.
Yeah.
I love Marcus.
Very interesting inclusion at A. He's had an interesting season, an interesting career. What a player. And what a bloke as well.
Jokes aside, he's a very good footballer.
Yes.
Good footballer going forwards. Defensively, questionable.
I just want to add, by the way, that though this I say best footballer starting with every letter, we will be these are they're more like favourite footballers starting with every letter.
There were some serious ones, some maybe
not
a bit more
so serious
jokey ones.
Yeah. Right. My A also has played for Chelsea during their time in professional football. No longer at the club, though. No. I've gone for England and Roma striker Tammy Abraham. Yeah, Tammy Abraham, absolute baller. At Chelsea,
very good striker.
He didn't do well under Tuchel, but under Lampard, he was a very underrated striker, I'd say, and it's a bit of a shame we let him go. But he's really found his feet at Roma. He's got 20 odd goals this season in the league. He's quickly become a fan favourite over there.
Yeah.
A club that's very passionate about its football, has to be said. And watching him score in person in that Conference League quarter-final against Bodo/Glimt was really, really good moment. It's great to see Tammy back. Since he's left Chelsea, not seen him play live. So good to see him back in there. And he's had a very interesting career. He is very young. Obviously, Alonso's had a illustrious wealth of things going on. Abraham's played for Swansea, Aston Villa, Chelsea, and now Roma.
Yeah.
I don't think this is where his career's going to end, though. I think he will end up somewhere big. I think he could end up back at Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think he could go. I think a Barca or something could be a potential destination. City, I know, are interested. I know they've got Haaland now, but imagine they played the two of them in a partnership. They're a very effective front two.
The thing is with Abraham, he's everywhere he's been a massive influence and a massive part of the team. You think Villa, he was a massive part of the team that helped Villa get back up to the Premier League. He's Chelsea, he was a big part and a big goal scorer when we had the transfer embargo. At Roma, he's a very big part of that side. As you said, scoring 20 plus goals this season.
Particularly first season under Frank, the link up with Mason Mount.
Yeah,
they were fairly lethal partnership. So that's why I've included him. Bit of a personal one. I quite like Tammy.
I think it's the same with my Alonso one. Let's be honest. Alonso's not the world's best footballer with a certain A.
Yeah, but not that. To be fair, there's not
many.
A ridiculous list. You've got Alaba.
Dani Alves.
Yeah.
Dani Alves is probably the one that everyone was probably thinking of.
Yeah. Well, make sure to get yours. Make sure to get yours down in the comments below.
Yes.
Should we just say send them on any other platform?
Just get some random player from national leagues.
That's what I want, though. I want to have a list of random ass footballers beginning with every letter by the end of this season. By the end of this series. Not season, right? I was gonna say number B.
Number B.
In at number B, who've you got?
I've actually got someone that I do think is a very good player. I don't think people.
Be odd if they were just shite.
I don't think people rate him as highly as they should do.
And intriguing.
I mean, there is an obvious one, but I think you'd have gone for him, and I think everyone else would have gone for him, and so I thought I'd change it up. I have gone for Jarrod Bowen. Had a very good season so far. He's been incredible for West Ham. We've seen him score. I mean, recently Arsenal, big goal, big equaliser. Didn't really mean much in the end though. He's playing really well, and I think without his injury this season, he's definitely given Salah and Son a run for the Golden Boot. But we'll talk about that later. I think he's a bit. Obviously, they got him from Hull, West Ham, which I think was an absolute bargain. He was alright at Hull, but I definitely think the step up to West Ham was really helped his career. So I don't think many people.
Also, he's adapted very quickly to the Premier League.
Yeah.
He's putting up really good numbers for contributions in a struggling Hull side in the Championship, and now in the Premier League, adapted quickly, and he's got over 20 goal contribution, I think, this year.
Yeah.
It's something like that. It's either 20 or 18, 19, that kind of area. So Bowen is very good shout. He's only played for 2 clubs, hasn't he? Came through the Hull Academy.
I think so, or he might have been at some national side.
I'll have a quick look.
Jarrod
Bowen. He's at Hereford United.
That's the one.
Before spending 4 years at Hull and then moving to West Ham in January of 2020.
I don't think many people had heard of him.
Hereford United don't have any information on their footmob.
Right.
So they're a very big club.
Massive.
They're so huge.
surprised he left them, to be honest. It's such a massive club.
It's a big step up, though, from Hereford in the National League to Hull, who were in the Premier League at the time.
And then to West Ham.
Yeah.
Wow.
Clearly a very quality player. I think he's got good potential as well.
Yeah, definitely.
People don't rate him because his underlying numbers aren't fantastic, but his contributions this season have been really good. He's still got a
career ahead of him, whereas people like Marcus Alonso, he's 31 now. He's come towards the end of his career.
But he's had a very good career.
He's had a very great career.
Another player who I think's had a very good career is France, kind of, and Real Madrid's number 9. It's Karim Benzema. Not really been involved in the France setup in the last few years. Obviously, fell out with the president over political views, and then Macron demanded that he was removed from the side. But considering his form and the fact that I think France has changed presidency or whatever.
No, he's Macron.
Is it still Macron?
Or they had an election.
Or they soothed over relationships or whatever. But Benzema should be back in the side for this Winter World Cup. Right. So he's still mental to say. But it'd be exciting to see him in the France squad because he had a very good season, I'd say. Right now, he's favourite for Ballon d'Or.
Definitely, he has been mental.
I mean, we said it on the Man City Real Madrid stream when we were looking, because Benzema scored a mental goal.
Obviously, that game will also be out. We'll be watching that tonight. So.
At the time of. At the time of posting, sorry, that will.
So if you're watching this, make sure to tune in later for the second leg of probably what is going to be the best game of football. Or
hopefully, I mean, if it lives up to the standard that the first leg set, we're about to watch a mental game.
Mental. And the only reason it became mental is because Benzema.
That's Vinicius Junior and Benzema, little code name.
That's what I'm saying. Vinicius and Benzema.
Like shit name.
Yeah. City were all over Real Madrid. Benzema changed that game, and if he hadn't changed that game, then City would have gone to win it. The goal he scored for the
just came out of nowhere. They were 2-0 up, City, and the goal he got for it to go to 2-1.
It was a terrible cross that he managed just to put
get anything on it. Yeah, he managed to put it right into the bottom corner, just out of reach.
And that penalty to Panenka in the Champions League semi-final. That man has got balls and composure.
Yeah, 100%. So career path. I'll have a quick look so I can remember it all, but I'm fairly sure there's only 2 clubs involved here.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
An exceptional career. Obviously, they won the La Liga on Sunday. It's for you guys watching this, so yesterday for us, but Sunday, another La Liga for him at Real. He's obviously he's had an incredible career, won so many trophies, and he's already won the La Liga this year. He might even be able to add the Champions League to that as well. Who knows?
So he was part of the Lyon side. Well, came through during the Lyon era where they won. He played for them between 2004 to 2009. In that time, Lyon went from 2001 to 2008, winning every single French Ligue 1 title. He was in 5 of those. So he won 5 Ligue 1 titles before even making his way over to Real Madrid. No, because you kind of forget that at the time
PSG haven't always dominated.
Yeah, Lyon were the powerhouse in French football.
People like Benzema.
Yeah, them and Marseille. That was all that French football had for many years. So
PSG got some money.
Then PSG ruined it. Anyway, then he joined Real Madrid in the July of 2009, and then history ever since. I think 4 Champions League titles with Real Madrid.
Yes.
3 La Ligas, 4 La Ligas, something like that.
Yeah, and obviously there's that added one on Sunday. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I think it is now.
Career.
I think it is now.
And he's played
3 because Ronaldo had 2.
Yeah, I mean he's played with everyone. He's played with, as you just mentioned there, Ronaldo, Ramos. He's played with
soon to be Mbappe.
Yeah, Mbappe.
Hazard.
The best players in the world.
Modric.
Years ago, the best players in the world right now, and the best players in the world in the future to come.
Yeah.
I mean, he's played with everyone, and he's been a massive part in one of the biggest sides in the world for years. Yeah.
I mean, they literally went the first club ever to win the Champions League back-to-back, and then they did it again for a third time.
That's ridiculous.
He was part of that
3
squad.
in a row.
and made sure that Real are now very far clear in terms of Champions League and Liga titles. Liga titles, Real now on to 36. Barcelona, I believe it's either 25 or 27. One of those two. So yeah, that's quite the gulf. And then Real Madrid now on like 15, you said, or 13, something like that. Around that kind of figure. And they could make that 14.
Yeah.
This year. Which would be very impressive.
Crazy. Yeah, Benzema, great season this season. He's had some incredible seasons over the years, and he's been an incredible player for ages. And I think he's very underrated.
I'm just going to quickly check those. 13 Champions League wins, 3 runners up. So if they were all in the 60s and 80s though. So
that's a bit far. I mean, Benzema was playing in 1960.
You never know. But yeah, absolute baller. Definitely deserves to win the Ballon d'Or this year. Don't think there's much debate to be had against him because there's genuinely no other competition.
No,
because Ronaldo's been naff in 2022. Messi and Ronaldo done nothing. Like Son is probably the best, and he's not been in Europe. Salah's fallen off this year. He was brilliant the first half of this season. Second half, absolutely nowhere. I mean, like
we covered this in the podcast whether
Vlahovic, is that you going to
it'd be very different, obviously, if it counted not the calendar year, but it was the actual season.
Which is what the TFC award show will be. So yeah, that'll be fun in June. Right now, though, we're ranking the best footballers based off of absolutely no criteria.
Now, the next man I've picked, I would say, has had a similar stature of career to Karim Benzema. He is another top quality striker who has played in big sides like PSG and Bayern Munich.
You've either picked someone amazing or an absolute joke.
He started his career in Stoke.
He didn't start.
This is not a joke.
Oh, I love on the right.
He went from Stoke, playing in the Championship, getting relegated in the Premier League, all the way to the big giants of Europe.
He played for Schalke, didn't he?
European football.
Yeah. What
I have gone for the Cameroon international, Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting. What a player. Hit the post from a yard out. He's an incredible striker.
Clinical.
What a career he's had as well.
And the only player that I've ever seen to make a transfer in October. That's when he joined Bayern Munich, obviously on a free after his contract expired at PSG. And probably the only player that's never moved for any money.
He's gone from Stoke to PSG.
A quick little career path. He was in Hamburger. That's where he came through the academy. Then he went on loan to Nuremberg, played some more for Hamburger. Then got moved to Mainz, where in 81 games he scored 22 goals. Then off to Schalke, where he scored 22 and 106. That earned him a move to Stoke, where he got 5 goals in 32 games. He then got the move to PSG, where he scored 9 times in 51 games. But at Bayern Munich, he's reinvented himself back in the Bundesliga. 18 goals in 56 matches.
Jeez. I've never known a striker to go from Stoke
this season,
to PSG.
He's got 4 goals and 2 assists in just one start. He has played 18 games. He started just 1. So when Lewandowski's got 5, they sub him off and let Choupo-Moting get on there.
What a striker. He was playing for bad teams like Schalke and Mainz and Stoke, but he kept believing and he kept fighting, and now look where he is, bench striker for Bayern Munich.
Did you just call Schalke a bad team?
Yeah, rubbish. They got relegated this year, didn't they?
Yeah, they're going through financial trouble, but historically they're huge.
Rubbish.
Okay. And they were good back then. And then they sold Choupo-Moting and they went up. Actually, Stoke sold him, got relegated. And now they're sitting near the bottom of the Championship. PSG sold him.
And they lost the league to Lille. If Bayern Munich sell Choupo-Moting,
it'll be the worst thing that ever happened.
Lose the league. So hopefully that happens for everyone else's sake. Yeah. But what a striker.
Sell him to Dortmund. Dortmund win everything.
Yeah. Inspiration to every single one of us.
That no matter how shit you are, you can always make it.
You can always make it.
Because he's not like... There's players that are much better. I always think like Matt Letizia that have got that are much better players, but have none of the success that Choupo-Moting's had. And Choupo-Moting's not a fantastic footballer, yet he's played at some of the biggest clubs, won the biggest prizes in football. He's not a Champions League winner though, is he?
No, but he won league.
Because he missed out on the... He was at the Champions League losers and then joined the Champions League winners. That is a ultimate
he won
boss move.
He won the... He's won League Guns, he's won Bundesliga. It's mental. He's just had such a... I don't know how he got there.
Braithwaite. He used to be at Middlesbrough, now he's at Barcelona. That's just how football works now.
Crazy.
In the Premier League, it's with goalkeepers. Abroad, it's with bench strikers. Just bang average Premier League strikers. Maybe Poogie's got a chance to be at Real Madrid next season, understudy to Mbappe and Benzema. Right, my C. This is, again, a very personal one to me. He is probably the greatest winger I've ever seen. He's leading Luton Town's charge for the Premier League. It is, of course, Harry Cornick. Absolute baller. He's actually, like, the fact that he could be playing in the Premier League next season is amazing. Because imagine, like, this bloke has had the career. He was at Bournemouth. Then he got loans to Welling United, Aldershot Town, Havant and Waterlooville, Yeovil, Leyton Orient and Gillingham. 5 years consecutively on loan, or 4 years, something like that. And then eventually Bournemouth sold him to Luton, where in 209 games he scored 35 goals. What a player!
Was he the shit Jack Grealish at Carrow Road? Was that him or was it
What, in 2017? No.
Yeah, good point.
It's a completely different person.
Who's that?
But Kornick does look a bit like Jack Grealish. But he's much better.
Yeah. Jack Grealish is a shit Harry Cornick.
Exactly.
With calves.
No, Kornick is... Yeah, Grealish is a calf merchant. Kornick is a goal machine. Genuinely though, he's done well this season. And Luton are doing very well as well. Now sat 5th in the Championship.
By the way, fair play to Nathan Jones and Luton Town.
Cornick's been instrumental in that. 37 games in the league, 11 goals, 4 assists. 15 goal contributions.
He could be in the Premier League next year. Luton Town could be in the Premier League. Do I think they have absolutely no chance?
You look at some top strikers XG. Lukaku is massive underperforming his. Cornick, on just 7.52 expected goals, has 11 goals. Top teams should be snapping him up. He's just 27 years of age. His prime is still to come. He should be at Man City next season, but he won't be. He'll be at Luton Town. He'll tear up the Premier League and then he'll get his big move if Luton aren't in the Champions League places, where they probably will be, because they're huge.
Okay, now we're getting biased.
No, but I love Harry Cornick, and I think his space in this list is very deserved. He's putting a shift for the Hatters this season. So that's why I have him in number letter C.
Do you want a D?
Yes, we shall.
I've got a man.
Calm down.
I've got a player who keeps the Barcelona medical team in a job. He funds their whole life and their whole job. He keeps them busy 24/7. And the reason I put him in this list is because I think it's incredible charity work to keep medical professionalists in a job. I've got the man who's...
Professionalists? Just a professional will do. Why are they professionalists? That's not a word.
In a job. I've got a man... He spent more time on the injury table than on a football pitch, but still I'm giving my letter D of world's best footballers to Ousmane Dembele.
Yeah.
To be fair to him, had a decent career. He did well at Dortmund.
He's a very good player.
He's a very good player.
Got hamstrings made of cheese.
He just plays 2 games every year and then gets injured.
Yeah.
He comes back from injury in 1 game, scores a double. Everyone thinks, oh my god, but Dembele's back, and the next game he plays, go get injured again.
Of course, came through the highly esteemed Rennes Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Then, of course, Dortmund snapped him up, and then he was sold to Barcelona for 100 million euros or pounds or whatever currency they want to put it in. So yeah, very, very good player. Shame it hasn't really worked for him at Barcelona, because as you've mentioned, the bloke couldn't stand up for too long without just falling apart.
It's annoying because he's such a good player. And I rate him very highly. But
he's very talented, he just can't stay fit.
Yeah. It's one of those things,
if he could though, imagine that, like having him as rotation with Ferran Torres.
Do you think he'd be up there as one of the world's best, like Mbappe and Haaland, to be carried on?
I don't think he'd be right at the top, but I think he'd be close. I think he'd be like what Neymar was to Messi and Ronaldo.
Take out his injuries, I think he'd have an incredible...
Because he's got all the technical ability.
Bruyne, he's now getting on a bit, isn't he?
Incredibly injured. Getting on a bit at 25 or whatever it is. Yeah, poor bloke's been in for retirement home soon. I'm fairly sure he's not that old.
I'd say 28, I think.
28?
Yeah.
He's 24.
Okay, no, he's not ready. I'll take that.
He's getting on a bit. He's a year older than, like, Elijah Adebayo.
Well, we now comparing him...
Because he's huge. Absolute unit for Luton Town. Right. So you want to say on Dembele?
Yeah.
My letter D, I was almost going to say number again there, is Manchester City and Belgian midfielder Kevin De Bruyne, former Chelsea player, former Wolfsburg player, current Manchester City player. I love watching De Bruyne play, and it's so annoying that he plays for Man City because genuinely he is a stunning footballer to watch. Started out at Genk, which is where it's same as Lukaku, I believe. No, Lukaku was on Anderlecht, but they joined Chelsea at similar times. Both joined Chelsea. Then he went back to Genk on loan. Then Werder Bremen on loan, and then didn't get any game time under Mourinho at Chelsea. Only played 9 games. I don't think many of them were starts. So he moved over to Wolfsburg, got 20 goals in 73 games. I think he got the Bundesliga assist record or something like that. He got 20 assists in the 14-15 campaign, played 2 games in the 2015-16 campaign, and then got his move over to City. At Manchester City, 302 games, 82 goals.
Incredible.
They are very impressive numbers. I can't add up all his assists because he's played for so many seasons, but his best season was in 1920 where he got 20 assists.
1920, blimey, that's years ago.
In 16-17, his second campaign in English football, he got 18 assists. The season after that, he got 16 assists.
That is crazy.
18-19 didn't play too much. I think he struggled with injuries that year. Last season, 6 goals, 12 assists. This season, 11 goals, 6 assists. And people have been calling his season bad. Like, people going, he's been terrible this year. Like, his team are in the final of into the semi-final, the Champions League. Top of the Premier League with 4 games to go, because they've both got a game in hand. And people were trying to call De Bruyne's season terrible. Like, he's putting up mental numbers consistently every single season.
He's one of the world's best midfielders and probably, up even the best.
Yeah, I'd say in form right now, other than Modric.
Yeah.
Modric is
what
just
he brings to Man City is just... You just cannot.
Yeah, can't be underestimated.
Yes. Right.
He should be captain if they didn't do the weird captain voting system.
Did actually?
Yeah.
You vote for it?
That was at the start of the season. There was the whole outrage because De Bruyne was captain, but then they voted for it and Diaz won the vote. So Diaz was nominated as captain.
What a joke!
It's just like
Diaz.
What on earth is going on here? Like,
those same people that voted in Premier League Player
imagine they did that. It's going to cause so many problems with Monster Squad. Yeah. Imagine you lose the armband because your teammates voted against you having it. Like, if the manager assigns it, you can be pissed off at one bloke. You can't be pissed off at the whole squad, so you just got to get on with it. But yeah, he deserves to be captain. He's put in an absolute shift. But I mean, we talked about Harry Cornick's XG. Got just 7.52 XG, scored 11 goals. De Bruyne's got the same amount of goals. Kornick is probably better, but 4.76 XG, De Bruyne, and he's converted 11 times.
He scores goals like his goal against Chelsea earlier this year. Yeah. I mean, that XG has been very low.
Yeah, 167 minutes per goal. So that's a goal every other game for a midfielder. That is just insane stats. I mean, in a City team where you're not going to get a crazy amount of minutes per season, he's only had 1,842. this season in the Premier League. So you know you're not going to get all the minutes because they've got such a deep squad. You know, to still put up those numbers is very impressive. 2 goals and 3 assists in the Champions League as well, averaging a goal there every 330 minutes because he's played every Champions League game. But yeah, some crazy stats for De Bruyne throughout his whole career. Everyone knows what a talent he is, and he's also very fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's a shame that he plays for Man City.
Haaland will be looking at De Bruyne's assists and his chance to create and licking his lip.
Disgusting team. When you have like Haaland, Foden, and then any of their plethora of wingers on the other wing, they're just going to be getting goals for fun. Genuinely just crazy. Getting goals for fun.
It's going to be crazy.
And hopefully that means Jesus comes to Chelsea and does better than him.
Yes.
Absolute scenes.
That's definitely good.
I think it could. Do you want to do your E?
My E, right.
You've laughed at every one of these. You've took this so unseriously. Disgraceful.
Yeah, but I think it makes it good that I've got the jokey ones and you've got the serious ones.
I had Harry Cornick in there. Yeah,
so I've had Alonso at A, Bowen at B, Choupo-Moting at C, Dembele at D, and at E I have the Arsenal midfielder Mohamed El-Neni.
What the fuck is this list? Go on, why have you got El-Neni in there?
I'll be honest, we watched him live on Sunday and he played alright.
He played alright.
Don't know why I've got him there.
Is he the greatest Egyptian to ever play in the Premier League?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than El Mohammadi?
Oh no. Oh, I'm annoyed he's retired.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's had an interesting career. Do you want to run through his clubs? I can see you've got them up there now.
He started at Al Makawloon Al Arab. I've butchered that, but we'll move on. Then went to Basel. Then went to Arsenal in 2016, January 2016. Then went back on loan to Besiktas for a year, but then came back to Arsenal.
That's what interests me. I thought his Arsenal career was over. And somehow this season, he's re-embedded himself into this ridiculous ball-playing midfielder. Just pinging passes all over the place. Starting in the big games for Arsenal. Getting loads of minutes under Arteta. It's stunning.
I mean, he hasn't scored a goal this year.
But 446 minutes played. De Bruyne had 1.8k this season.
He's only had one. But again, he's a defensive midfielder.
Impressive.
Looking at his interceptions and clearances, he's done really well. His tackles, he has only won 44% of his tackles.
You've just gone for players that you can't believe are still where they are.
Yeah,
or have got to where they are.
How is Choupo-Moting there? Ousmane Dembele's always injured. How is he still playing for Barcelona?
Bowen's your only serious pick.
Yeah, and even he is to
be fair, Dembele is a baller.
Yeah. But El-Neni, I think he's done I don't know how he's managed to get back to this Arsenal side, but he has. And under Arteta, he's actually looked alright.
Yeah, fair enough. My E is also an L, but it's not an Nenny. I've got a player who I absolutely love his name because it has 3 A's in it. Sorry, 4 A's in it, which is pretty mental. And also has a very high number, which is brilliant for my collection. It's he's number 92 used to play for AC Milan, the Italian winger, now at Roma, El Shaarawy. Absolute baller. I mean, he's just iconic. You know, the number 92. He's played for some of the biggest clubs, Milan, Roma, biggest clubs in Italy. Obviously, he went over to China at one point to secure some money. He had a mohawk as well.
Yeah,
he's just done everything. He has the most baller life ever. Genuinely a cult hero. Just love seeing him play. Very iconic on FIFA as well.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, for all the reasons he's got to be in this list, I think he's probably. I mean, I literally got him on the back of my Roma shirt.
Yeah.
Because he has a very high number. Made sure I didn't get Tam Abraham. Instead, went for number 92, Stefan El Shaarawy. So thanks to El Shaarawy, because I don't think I was going to get another number 92. We need more players to follow in his footsteps, go for high numbers. But that is A to E, part 1 of our list. completion. We'll do the part 2 probably next week.
Yes.
Unless something mental happens that is crucial we address. But yeah, maybe we'll try and do 2 podcasts if there is something crucial. But if not, we will be doing part 2 next week. That'll be F2K. So you guys at home, start thinking of your F2Ks, and also put in your A to E's, and we'll read out all the comments on this video in next week's video.
J.
Is
F
it?
to J.
Have I miscalculated?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J.
It is J. Okay, whatever. We'll work it out.
F to J or K, so do both.
Yeah. But yeah, put your A to E's in the comment section down below, as I said, and we'll read them out next time. Right. Should we get into the rest of this podcast then?
Yes.
Pretty crazy weekend in the Premier League, has to be said.
Was.
A lot happened. We'll go in the order of things we've written. Chelsea.
Really?
Everyone's favourite football club. We did discuss it on Sunday, so we can be brief. It was not a good performance.
It was embarrassing, and I hate Everton.
Another terrible performance. I get loads of defensive errors.
Another one. 2 at Arsenal, 1 at United, 1 at Everton. What's going on?
They're costing us big time.
And Rudiger's leaving, and he's the only one capable of defending.
And now we've been dragged into that bottom 4 race. Top 4 race.
Top 4.
Yeah, I don't want to be involved in that.
It's nowhere near it. But
Also, I did see like a thing that was like, top 4 race, and had United in it. Like they're in the race. Yeah, mate, they're going to close off 11 points in 4 games. They've not even got 4 games. They've got 3. Everyone has a game in hand on them. They could lose to Brentford literally straight after this podcast.
Yeah.
Well, not straight after, but
I was going to say
this pod. That they're trying recording. So yeah, that'd be interesting.
Huge result for Everton.
Huge for Everton. Terrible for Chelsea. Everton, very necessary though, because Burnley, it's like going 1-0 down to Watford, through character, spirit, and determination at the game, and they managed to win 2-1. Means that they're now 2 points ahead, but Everton do have a game in hand, which I can't think who they've got to play.
Someone.
That much is evident, yeah. But yeah, Burnley have done brilliantly to come back from adversity. They looked like they were down and out, especially when they sacked Sean Dyche. But Ben Mee and his big, merry band of Burnley men have done very well.
The other guy, the other guy's name.
The other guy.
The geezer. Jackson.
What? The Ipswich striker.
Assistant manager. That's helped with Ben Mee. I mean, they've done an exceptional job. We all said, and I think we said this on either one of the Prem predictions or another podcast.
Yeah.
When Burnley shacked Sean Dyche.
When they set up Sean Dyche in a shack out in the Bahamas, I really thought that Burnley would finish.
When they sacked Sean Dyche, I thought they were down. But what Jackson and Ben Mee have gone in there and done, have done an exceptional job. They've got some huge results at Wolves and Watford, and now I think they're going to survive. Obviously, if Everton win their game in hand, they will go in. Burnley will be in the drop zone, but they'll only be 1 point behind. And if Everton lose that game in hand, then they're 2 points clear. So, it's all possible. And
Burnley could start now, which to be honest, I thought the bottom 3 when Burnley are in there, we're going to be
Everton to go down.
Yeah, I mean it'll make the transfer market very interesting. I'm interested to who stays because there's no way in hell Richarlison stays at Everton if they get relegated.
And the fans, I all hate them.
Right. Anyway, on to a team that did play well, Tottenham Hotspur, and a team that didn't, Leicester City. It's Tottenham 3, Leicester 1. Tottenham continued on their rampage of just smashing teams.
But the thing is for Tottenham, they're playing really well, but I do not think they're going to get top 4. Because I think Chelsea will hold on. I think Arsenal are playing really well and they'll hold on to it.
But
and Tottenham
I
still
think
got
it's going to be the winner of Arsenal-Tottenham. that gets
Yeah,
top four
I guess.
football.
But I think I just see that being Arsenal.
I think Tottenham will beat Liverpool.
Ooh.
Interesting take, I know. We're obviously
That'd
covering
change
them
the
on
title race
live.
as well.
Hang on, my shoes come off.
That
There we
would definitely change the title race.
Yeah. Certainly would, because it would leave City.
Which also, yet again, this week wasn't
Liverpool
changed.
to lose.
City still remain a point ahead.
Liverpool needing City to lose. Yeah, both City and Liverpool won.
Liverpool scraped with a 1-0 win. I think they'll be happy to scrape through against Newcastle though, because it was a very weak side. Joe Gomez at right back. No Mo Salah.
City, though. Only 1-0 win for Liverpool. City, 4-0 win.
When City rest, they still win 4-0. It's ridiculous. It was still a very strong City side though, which is interesting.
Yeah. Ellen Road created a mental atmosphere, and yet City saw through it. We had them crunching up the banners and throwing them on the pitch. Not the banners, sorry, cards, and throwing them on the pitch. So the ref had to stop the play because the linesman couldn't see the line because it was covered in blue, white, and yellow.
I'm not saying why should the referee stop the game. What went through the fans' head? Tell you what, we've all got these cards in our hands. Wouldn't it be funny, yeah? Guys, you're my mates, yeah.
Well,
we chatties on the pitch.
If one person throws it, then everyone else is going to throw it, aren't they? And then they had to stop the play. The players had to go and pick up these cards and move them off the pitch.
How could that positively impact your team?
Because they had to stop the game, stop City in their play. To be fair, Leeds were doing all right at the time, and then they had to stop the game, and then City won 4-0. So actually, it had the reverse effect. I
understand what went through their head. I think I've got a funny idea, guys. Let's just chuck his cards on the pitch.
Well, it's harmless and great. It looked good, to be fair, when all these blue, yellow, and
Oh,
white
it looks good.
were just all over the place. It looked like Leeds were celebrating, not with confetti, just
dear.
everywhere. But yeah, that was a bit of... And then we had Robin Koch and Laporte clash heads. Laporte didn't move for a solid 2 minutes. And then
just
it was,
got back up and started running.
He's
again.
fine now, don't worry. It's just like, probably take him off for just to be sure.
Yeah, you might as well use the concussion substitute.
Yeah, especially when you can... All you've got to do is bring Zinchenko on and move back across.
They've brought them in. It's only been used once for John McGinn.
Yes, because everyone else just goes, he looks okay, he's not dead yet.
Yeah. Surprised John McGinn came. I thought he was bloodstreaming out his head. He just runs on, just keeps going.
Can't see forwards, but he's just swaying along. But yeah, it was a decent weekend of football. Still got United to come after we've recorded this podcast. So I think the result of that could be huge for.
I think if United lose, they are
season.
out of the race for Champions League, and they're out.
I think
of the
they're
race
already
for
out
Europa
of the race.
And it will be whether they hold on to Conference League with West Ham clipping at their heels.
Just nibbling.
Mm-hmm. Wolves are nibbling on their heels as well. So.
Wolves this weekekend unfortunately lost 3-0 to Brighton, so they're out of
they
it
are.
pretty much.
It's made a big leap.
They do. Right. Should we talk about Premier League awards?
Oh yeah, before we do it.
But the first we're going to talk about, we discussed it briefly on Sunday on the live stream, but the Golden Boot race is getting very interesting now because Son has become a real footballer. No, it's just that no one else has been as mental as Salah all season. Now Son's, actually playing really well recently. There's now three goals between the Tottenham winger and Mohamed Salah. Which way do you see it going?
I think Salah's going to hold on.
Really?
I think he'll score. I think if they make it even better, he'll score against Tottenham and against Son. He's going to score and then go celebrate in Son's face, telling him he's going to win the Golden Boot. No, I think Salah will hold on.
I disagree. I think Son's going to nick it. He's been scoring 2 goals here, 2 goals there, 3 goals. Salah's barely scored since he went off to AFCON. Very strong first half of the season. Not been good in the second half. I think Son will take it. He's only got to get another 3 goals. I can see him scoring 2 goals a game every game from now on.
Yeah.
Could get 2 against. Could get a hat trick actually against Liverpool.
I think he can score. I think it'll be whoever scores against each
Yeah,
other.
if he scores a hat trick against Liverpool, he closes the gap up there joint at 22 then. And Liverpool are out of the title race. Well, not out, but then knock them down a bit, at least.
I think City haven't really got anyone that they're going to trip over.
West Ham. Right. A playmaker, isn't that what they call it?
Playmaker of the Year award is for who gets the most assists.
Which Liverpool player are we going for then? Salah on 13, Trent on 12, Robbo on 10, like Mounts on 9.
I'm going to go for Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yes, you think Salah's going to win Golden Boot, but
I
throwaway
can't
playmaker?
I can't say he's going to win everything, can I?
Technically. It's not in the rules. You can't. One player can't win everything.
I do want this to be interesting, so I'll switch out and go Trent.
Okay, I'm going to go Mason Mount. I think he's going to get 5 assists in the last
3 games.
4 games.
Chelsea are really going to need to find some form then, aren't
They
they?
will, trust. Who have we got left? Watford. He'll get 5 goals and 5 assists on the final day.
We've got Watford.
As we beat Watford 10-0.
Leicester,
and secure 3rd place.
It's double game weeks coming up.
Yeah, we've got Leicester, Wolves, Watford, and someone else.
Yeah, that's basically what I just said. We've got Wolves, Leicester, Watford, and someone else.
Should we find out who that someone else is?
Yes.
No, that's Robbo.
He's not playing for Chelsea.
That's
Robbo.
Robbo. No, I clicked on Mason Mount and it's just giving me Robbo.
Robbo a load of time.
Leeds. Yeah, he's getting 5 assists.
He might not be Leicester then.
It is Leicester.
Oh, it is Leicester. I was right.
Yeah.
All right.
I've got 4 games left. Right, yeah, so Mount's going to win it.
Okay.
I'm definitely not biased. Player of the season?
Oh, blimey, that's a tough one. Oh.
Is it?
I think it's, I don't know. It could be Salah. In my head, I've got Salah or De Bruyne.
Yeah, I also think Mason Mount's in with a shout because, as I said, he's on 2 goals, 9 assists. I said he'd get 5 goals, 5 assists in the last 4 games. That would put him on to 15 goals and 14 assists.
2 goals this season.
Who?
Mason Mount.
No, he's got 10.
Oh, you said 2.
Oh, I meant 10.
I was going to say 2.
Yeah, I didn't add 5 to 2 and get 15.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been career-ending maths.
So what? I think if I'm being the Premier League, I think it'll be Salah or De Bruyne. But me personally, I'm going to give it to Aymeric Laporte.
Why?
He's had a great season. Defensively.
Just because he's made some...
Actually, that's a good word. Bit
errors.
Like give it to Ruben Diaz.
Oh, yeah, they will give it to Laporte then. You've nailed it.
No, I would give it to yeah.
Okay, well, that is it then. Yeah, good job.
No, De Bruyne.
Okay. Yeah, he is number 9 in the goal scoring.
But I think it would be whoever wins the Premier League. If it's Man City, they'll give it to De Bruyne. If it's Liverpool, they'll give it to Salah.
Yep. 150%. Clean sheets. Where do I actually find Golden Glove?
Golden Glove, I don't know. Just you might have to go.
Season stats, minutes played. That's not what I'm looking for. Appearances. It's there. Goalkeeper. Here we go. Penalty saved. Who's going to top penalty saved?
I'll go.
Currently, it's joint with De Gea 2, Fabianski 2, and Schmeichel 2.
Going to save a penalty.
Yeah, I'm going to go De Gea to save a penalty against. I don't know. I don't even know. They got Brentford tomorrow. 2 nights ago at the time of posting.
No, you guys have already seen if he has, so let us know if he has.
Angus Gunn's on this list, but also Liverpool haven't faced a penalty in 4 years. Something like that.
That's a surprise, isn't it?
I saw something like that. Where on earth do I see clean sheets? I swear you were looking at it.
No, you might have to go clean.
Van Dijk tops it on 21. Then it's Alisson 20 and Ederson 19.
So it's going to be between Alisson or Ederson then.
And Van Dijk. Why is he on the clean sheets list?
I don't know.
I guess it's like...
Where's the nearest keeper? Eddie Mendy on 30.
Okay.
That's Lloris.
Benjamin White somehow got up to 11th, though he's got 7 less.
Why is he there?
He's P11, but it's... whatever.
I'm going to go with Ederson.
So it's Alisson 20, Ederson 19... Lloris 13, Mendy 13, Ramsdale 12, Sarr 11, Martinez 11.
We get the idea.
Quite a 10. So is it going to be Alisson or Ederson?
I'm going to go Ederson.
I'm going to go Alisson. Devil advocate, and he's 1 ahead already. So
yeah, sure.
I'm actually going to go Van Dijk. What a season that man's had.
In between the sticks.
In fact, Alisson physically can't get more clean sheets than Van Dijk unless Van Dijk doesn't play, which he's probably not going to.
Good point. So Van Dijk.
So Van Dijk has confirmed won it unless Liverpool turn shit and Ederson and City become amazing.
Yeah.
Cancelo is one behind Ederson though, so if Ederson has to miss
Ben
a
White
game...
now in P11.
Yeah, so it's a mess. I don't know why the Premier League apps put him in second with the position 11 and so far off in terms of clean sheets. Anyway, it's probably because no one's ever looked at clean sheets before and gone, wow, Van Dijk, what a season.
Yeah.
Appearances, will anyone top De Gea's 35?
No, I don't care.
Cody, Dallas is right there with 30.
I'm not bothered.
Stuart Dallas is right there on 34, but unfortunately he's just picked up a season-ending injury, hasn't he? Horrible double leg break or whatever it was. Was very sad. Put him out for a while. Right.
Jack Grealish's calf was so big.
But it just
He
broke his leg
shouldn't
on
be
it.
allowed to play football.
Right. Shall we discuss Fantasy Premier League?
My game week's already finished. I've had a bit of a mare week. I made a mistake.
Same.
I captained Kai Havertz.
I captain Mason
I should have
Mount.
captained. But I had good scores, you know. Zaha got me 6, Kulusevski 8, Kane 6. I did bench Ian Acho who got 8.
Have you got any subs coming in or not?
No.
That's the thing, I've got another 10 points coming in my subs. I finished 25 points ahead of your 43.
Right.
I'm on 68. Currently says 58, but once Cucurella and Saka get subbed in for Mitchell and Lacazette, who didn't play, I'll be on 68 points. Very happy with that. So I've had a really good week. If only I'd captained anyone other than Mason Mount.
I'm quite happy.
Yeah, I'm well comfortably off the average. Josh Brownhill brought him in for Harvey Barnes, and he got me 10 points. I had Heung-min Son get me 19. I had Jared Bowen get me 6. Kane get me 6. I subbed in Jesus on Saturday morning for Breuer. Got me 8 points there. And then I've got Cucurella 6 and Saka 4 still to get subbed in. I just captained anyone other than Mason Mount. So frustrating. But yeah, strong week.
Look at that. I mean, this guy smashed it. The top guy, got 125.
Well, yes.
And he'll finish on 127 when De Bruyne gets subbed out.
Stunningly, the guy that is
9,
on top.
Laporte 6, Matip 6, Gabriel 11, Son triple captained on 57, Brownhill 10, Trossard 8, Saka 4, Jesus 8, Kane 6. Yeah, you had a good week.
Should we look for our league then. Where are you now?
I am down back into the top 400.
Wow.
389th.
I'm not quite in the top 200. I'm 217th, but I'm making a push. Right at the top, though, we've had a change, but it's not for the lead.
Ooh, yeah.
It's in 4th place. Zach Drayton, been up there all season, but Main Road FC up now into 4th. We've got Josh Botha holding on to 3rd, closing in on the gap's large and it's increased this week with Wofa Tuchel taking advantage. But he's closed the gap to Danny Geller in 1st. FPL Peru, bad week for him, and there's now just 20 points between the two. If he's got anyone to get subbed in, that's going to be very disappointing.
No, both their game weeks are over.
Okay, brilliant to hear. So that closed up to 20 points with 3 game weeks to go. It's hot enough.
That'll be 19
this
when
season.
Boyer gets subbed in for Trent. So
Oh.
when Wofa 2 will go to 43, and the gap will close to 19 points.
Certainly exciting. Right, I'm going to do the random scrolling thing. Do you want to do it? So I found an 81 point week for person in 44th. Tubbs FC. Right, you're going to have to apologise if I absolutely cock this name up, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Ollerton Bosun Jalous Show. I think that's decent. 81 points this week. Let's have a look at how his team's got on. Game week 35, 81. Okay, so he captained Son, 38. Had Kane and Kulusevski, 6 and 8 respectively. 10 from Josh Brownhill, 5 from Cancelo, 6 from Robbo. Pretty much just got points from the same place as I did. Also had Mount. Had Werner getting 2, Salah getting 1, Mount 1, Anderson 2 and Pope 2 as well. 81 points. Very good week for Tubbs FC.
I found someone in P106 on 80 points this week.
No.
Cornick M, the manager of LOM. Sure. Let's have a look at their team. Who have they got? Who are their big players this week then? They captained Son, who got 38, so that's basically half their points.
Yeah, that's how anyone's got points this week.
Oh dear. They could have been on 100. They could have been on 101. They benched Pickford and Gabriel. Pickford got 10.
Dear.
Gabriel got 11. So they could have been on 101.
Absolute stinker.
And they... although Gabriel gets subbed in. So they'll go up to 91.
I think that's the highest we're going to find.
Yeah, so 91.
I mean, currently second highest, but he'll go.
And they also had Lloris, who conceded in the 91st minute. So they have Pickford in there, giving on 101, but they'll finish their game on 91.
I'm still scrolling through, but I think I don't think anyone down with 500 is going to have an amazing game.
Over 91, basically, is what we're looking for now.
Now into the 600s, trying to find anything high.
Past me. Right.
How many are there in this? So I'm into the 700s now. It goes up quite. Okay, it's now so it's 752. No one topped that 91 in 101st. So well done to whoever that guy was. I forgot the name.
Porsche again.
But yeah, I'm to 217 now. Quite happy with that. I'm going to get top 200s. No one can stop me. Physically, it's impossible.
Now to top 400. Last 3 games, we're going to try and push for top 350.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna get top 200. Then maybe I can get top 150. 3 games weeks to go. It's gonna take a lot, but I think I'm in a very good spot. Just quickly looking into next week, I've subbed out Jose Sarr, early transfer I know, but I subbed out Jose Sarr and I've brought in Kasper Schmeichel because Sarr has City and Chelsea, while Schmeichel faces Everton and Norwich.
I've got that, but my sub is going to be Emerson Royale because he's got Liverpool and Arsenal. So I don't really fancy having him in there.
And then I've got Reece playing Wolves and Leeds. I've got Mitchell against Watford, Roberts against Villa, Saka against Leeds and Tottenham, Son against Liverpool and Arsenal, Mount against Wolves and Leeds. I've got Bowen playing against Norwich, definitely going to get a hat-trick at least. Lacazette against Leeds and Tottenham. I've captained Jesus as he faces Newcastle and Wolves, and then Kane plays against Liverpool and Arsenal as well. Decent bench with players to come in. I've got De Gea, Brownhill, Kukurea and Byrne playing against Brighton, Villa, Man United and Man City respectively. So should be a good week for me.
Yeah.
What about you? Are you going to make your transfer now for Emerson Royale?
Yes, I am. A live transfer. Wow.
Oh, this is TFC Podcast history.
I know.
I think Connor always did his live.
They've got a good run, apart from Liverpool maybe not.
And City on the final day.
Yeah, good point. Who have Everton got? Because they're playing quite well, mate.
They've got a good run. All greens, I think.
I've got Leicester and Watford this week. Then, I think, but it's about what Everton. Let's go. I'm going to go Gabriel, who's got Leeds and Tottenham.
Smart.
Who have we got here then? So it'll be probably Michaelenko or Mina. But I don't see them getting any goals. Whereas if I think, I've seen Gabriel score, so I'm going to go Arsenal. I'm going to go for Gabriel in the Arsenal defence. Bang.
Wow.
Bang. Done. Live transfer. You saw that all here, guys. No, you didn't, because you can't see
I was going to say, yeah, you just heard him describe it. Anyway, that's about where we're going to wrap up this week. It's been a good one. Let us know what you think of the new series, little cheeky 5-part series for you all out there. If it goes really well, we might do the world's worst footballers, which is going to be even more interesting, even more controversial. But yeah, as I said, make sure to get your list of A to E. Make sure to get involved in the show, either in the YouTube comment section or follow any other social media. If you're listening on Spotify, thank you very much. Make sure to head over to the YouTube and check that out as well. And if you're on the YouTube, go join the Spotify gang. You can listen to us. Hook us up to a speaker or your headphones and stuff. Listen to us on the go while you're relaxing. If you're sat around all your mates, you're in a park having a picnic. Everyone's like, this is really boring. We don't want to actually talk to each other. But if we all sit in our headphones on listening to music, it's a bit depressing. Why don't we all laugh and listen to the same interactive podcast?
Yes, because I forget when everyone goes to the park.
So you take your speaker, you put it in the park, because you've got the annoying ones come. He's rich, he's got a bit of money, so you invite him along because he'll buy fun snacks. So you've got to take him. No one wants to hear his stories. Thinking, if we put the podcast on, then we won't be able to. So you can stick that on.
Put it on speaker as well.
Put it on loud.
People around. Yeah, exactly. Around where you are here.
Exactly. They'll all be loving it. They'll be like, what are these people just laughing at? this sounds funny. Then they'll go, download, and then we increase our community. So make sure to do that. Specific thing that you've just got to blurt out in every speaker.
You can listen to us anyway. You don't have to listen to us.
It's not mandatory. You can listen to us alone. That sounds really depressing, but it's quite normal.
You can cheer yourself up and have a load of fun.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not alone. You've got me.
If you've got some studying to do, you're a bit stressed, for example. While you're doing your studying, put on a podcast. Not distracting because you don't have the visuals.
Exactly.
So it's just like, oh, this is just needless chatter in the
You can put
background.
us on because things like Happy Hour and any other podcast.
Too
the Fellas,
intellectual.
the other one. They're so bad I don't remember their name. Yeah, you need to concentrate on them podcasts. Well, you can just listen to us talk about how Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting is the world's best footballer to have the surname beginning with C.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, they're all the reasons why you should listen to us on all the different platforms. If you don't follow us on Twitter and Instagram, I mean, bit of a random plug, but make sure to do so because we post
Live
sometimes on there.
Stuff as well.
Yeah, and if you forget to come and streams, that'll come up in your feed. Oh, better watch.
Yes.
And also gets to 500 subs and we have community posts. But yeah, thanks for 432 by the way. Let's see if we can get to. I mean, I said on the.
Oh, we might be on more by this time.
I said on the hidden. Yeah, I said on the hidden gems on Monday we should go for 450 this week. Let's keep going for that. I'm going to make that a thing now. 450 by
I'd
what
like
is
I'd like to be on it by the end of May.
Sunday the 8th of May. It's
Oh,
going
it is. We are in May.
Yes.
When do we get into May?
It was the 1st of May yesterday.
Oh, I didn't realise it was the 1st of May yesterday.
Right, that's what I'm saying. 450 by the end of the week.
Yeah, because we want to be on 4.
And then 500 by the start of June.
Yes.
Let's do it, guys.
Do this, guys. With your help, we can achieve anything. Nothing is impossible.
Or I'm going to be the President of the United States.
No, we won't.
I have ultimate power.
Boris Johnson. I want to know.
Right, that is all for this week. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit follow buttons, hit notification buttons. Just hit all the fun things that do good stuff. Thank you all very much for watching / listening. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.